Hi, everyone. My name is Hossein Ranama, founder and CEO of Flybits.
And I'm Jordan Paveo, product manager at Flybits.
Currently, we are working with many large banks and financial institutions to help them to shape the personalization strategy they are building on their digital channels. And we are continually impressed to see that they have some amazing use cases when they think about these personalized strategies that they are developing. But all of them are sharing one thing in common. Use cases are great, but the moment they decide to implement them, they face the challenges in their IT organizations. They have so many data. These data come with different data structures, and they spend a lot of energy and resources on their IT complexities rather than on the use cases that they have envisioned. So Flybits is addressing that pain point. We provide a visual interface called the Experience Studio that hides the complexity of machine learning, semantic processing, and data contextualization, and offer that as a software as a service that any bank or financial institution can rely on their marketing units or their customer engagement units to create these experiences for their end customers. So let's think about some of these great personalized experiences. An experience could be addressing the needs of a wealth customer who comes to a branch for the 4th time in a row within a month. What type of an offer do you want to provision on their mobile device? Or a personalized experience could be addressing the needs of a business traveler at an airport who doesn't have travel insurance. What context are you going to capture through a number of sensory devices to figure out at what time you want to deliver a personalized insurance policy on their device? Another one could be reminding your customer that their mortgage is up for renewal, and now that they are walking by a branch and you happen to have a mortgage specialist available at that time, you want to invite them to the branch to renew their mortgage. We all have thought and heard about these use cases many, many times. But the first thing that we do when we decide to implement it, we think we need to go work with an app developer. Imagine that you can build these experiences visually without writing a line of code. And we are going to show that to you now as part of one use case. Imagine we are addressing the needs of an investment bank. Someone has excessive cash in their checking account, and they also carry an investment instrument with the bank as an ETF. And we want to send them an investment nudge that if you move some of that cash into an ETF instrument, you're going to be a number of steps closer to your financial goals. So the first thing Flybits does is that it encapsulates all of your data across the bank into these microservices that we refer to as context plugins. On the right-hand side, a plugin can be someone's mode of transportation, availability in their calendar, whether they have interacted with your brand using Facebook or Twitter, their favorite genre of music through Spotify, and also empowering you to turn any data that you have in the bank, whether it's coming from a legacy system or from a new vendor, into one of these context plugins. So we are going to build the same experience that I told you together within less than a minute. We are going to address people, let's say, who are walking. So in that case, we are going to use our activity plugin to see whether this person is driving or walking. Our context engine can determine that. We also want to target the customer when they have availability. So we use calendar, for example, to see whether they have time at that time or not. And at the same time, we go and rely on your proprietary data, such as if the person has an excessive cash in their bank account, or whether they carry an investment instrument. As you can imagine, these data sets are coming from very different sources that are very fragmented in the bank's network, but using our data unifier, we encapsulate them and bring them into a context hub like this. Then when your rule of engagement is created, you can now go and associate this rule with a set of content templates. A content template could be a mortgage offer. It could be a credit card offer. It could be a travel insurance. These templates are being created for you by Flybits, and you can also create them using our SDK. So now we are going to associate the rule that we created with the content and activate it on the mobile device. And we create the experience. We call it, let's say, an ETF investment nudge. We select our rule, we select our template, and publish it on our device. So if you switch to the phone view at the moment, the mode of delivery can be a chatbot, can be an icon, can be a message, can be a wearable service. You can see that these dynamic contextual components of your app can now show you very relevant, personalized information. You can keep the static part of the app open, such as how much money do I have in my account, but you can define areas in your applications that are very responsive to contextual clues. At the same time, in addition to allowing you to increase engagement on your digital channels, we are capturing a lot of valuable data for you. So any engagement that you perform on the mobile device, you can use our analytics dashboard to figure out what persona responds to what type of an offer, what pathway do they follow on their digital channel to get to a point. All of that is delivered as part of one unified service. So instead of giving you a bunch of monolithic solutions that now you need to integrate with millions of dollars, you have one service that allows you to create a personalized strategy very effectively. So we have a booth here. We would love to talk to you more. And like many other banks that we currently work with, we would also like to become your partner. Thank you very much.